Hello beautiful people, welcome back to Everyday May. Hi, my name is Cole. If you are new here, I love makeup and colour, so if you do too, then you found yourself in the right place. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. Today I thought we would do an almost full face of new stuff. I've not quite got everything, but I just wanted to try some new bits. A lot of them are from TikTok shop. The lovely Millie sent me over some bits that she already had, that she got in PR, and then I've also got the new Poppy and Fluff green brush collection to try. I'm very excited to try these. You guys know I love Poppy and Fluff, so I'm excited for this. However, to start off with something a little basic, we're going to try the new Maybelline 24-hour grippy serum with 2% niacinamide. Apparently this is going to give me up to 24-hour wear on my foundation. We'll see. It's actually a little bit more liquidy than I expected it to be. I feel like a lot of these grippy primers, it's going. It's very runny. Like a lot of these grippy primers are very thick. So I'm just going to take like half a pipette full. I have got some moisturiser on, but other than that, nothing else. Okay. It's a little bit tacky, but it doesn't feel as tacky as the likes of the Milk one, or the e.l.f. gripping primer, or the P. Louise one. It's a little bit tacky, but it does feel more like a serum-y kind of primer rather than something that's more kind of tacky. Right, following on from me trying the Fyne foundation, which I really enjoyed, I went on to TikTok shop and got some more bits from them. So the first thing I got was where is the name? This is the eyeshadow palette. This is the deep one. Let me just double check what it's called. Okay, this is the 32 shadow palette in deep, which looks like this. They do 3 different variations. We have light, medium, and deep. For me, you guys know I love like a dark smoky eye if I'm going to wear these kind of warm tones. So I went for the deep one, and there's some kind of oranges and corals and peaches in here. It's not my usual eyeshadow palette, but I've heard such amazing things about it. And it was on a really good deal. And then I also picked up this one, which I'm so excited about. This is the All Round Reflections Face and Eye Shimmer Palette. This is stunning. Like, you're not going to be able to see the reflex, but these are so beautiful. I'm so excited to dip into this. I mean, look at that. Oh, I'm very excited, but I thought I wanted to kind of try their mattes as well. So, we are going to start off with our YouTube eyeshadow base, as always. Still not 100% sure whether this has been discontinued or not. I don't know whether it's gone away for repackaging. I hope it's not being discontinued, but I will keep you guys updated on when I find out what is actually going on with this. Probably would help if I had a mirror rather than trying to use the viewfinder. Also, for my eyes, I've got these are the new With Love Cosmetics loose pigments. You're meant to not need any kind of sticky primer with those or anything like that, so we've got a couple of shades of those. We might use one of those depending on kind of what I do shimmer wise. Right, okay, so thanks to Poppy and Fluff for sending these over. I did receive these in PR. I've got some clean brushes. When does that happen? Should I have taken them all out of their sleeves before I sat down? possible. Okay, so these are beautiful. They've got like a dark green handle, like a kind of sagey green like ferrule, and then the bristles are like a darker green. They don't actually have names, but they do say poppy and fluff on them. These are beautiful. I'm very excited. These are the kind of shapes that I love. And they are a little bit smaller than your kind of typical eyeshadow brushes, which for me, because I like to do like graphic looks, I love a smaller eyeshadow brush. Okay, so I'm just going to open the eye ones for now. I feel like some ASMR going on here. Okie dokie. So these are the eye brushes. Like I said, as you can see, they're a little bit smaller than some eye brush sets, so I'm really excited to give these a go. We're going to start with this one here, which is just a lovely little fluffy blending brush. And I think I want to go in with this shade. This is FYD32, which is this shade here. I'm excited to try this eyeshadow formula. If you guys aren't aware, Fyne is like a sister company to P. Louise. I believe it's owned by P. Louise's brother. So I'm expecting good things from this eyeshadow quality. So we're just going to start by running this shade through the crease. This is a lot brighter than I expected it to be, which I personally love. It may just be because it's the deep palette on a very, very light skin. I say light, let's face it, it's pasty. I'm just going to wing this out. That is blending so nicely, like so little blending required. It's just like tapered out so beautifully on the edge. Like I said, I was kind of expecting high quality just because of the fact of it's kind of related to P. Louise. Also, this brush, so soft. I like the fact like I've kind of like diffused it out a little bit more on this eye, just to kind of see if it will do the same thing, and it's beautiful. And this brush is just so soft and it's just diffusing the product really nicely. As always, Steph, you smashed it, my girl, you smashed it. Okay, so that is that shade down. Then I'm going to go in with a little bit of a denser, fluffy brush. I do kind of wish these had names or numbers, just from the point of view of like telling you guys what I'm using. We are going to go in, I think we're going to start with D29, which is this one here. And then we're going to go into D28 to start building up the crease. So like I said, we're going to use the slightly stubbier, more densely packed blending brush. I mean, that was literally one tap in the pan and it's done my entire crease. These are very, very pigmented, but they are blending really well. As always, like being a huge, like, colourful makeup lover, this just makes me want them to do colour. And I get like P. Louise's kind of like the colourful sister, and this is kind of meant to be an artistry brand, but I'm like, come on, artists want colour too. Okay, so that's that shade down. I'm going to go back in with the fluffy brush, not picking up any more product, and I'm just going to kind of diffuse the edges. Okay, lovely stuff. Right, I am going to take a pencil brush and we're going to go into that D28 shade. And we're going to start to build this up on the outer corner and into that wing. Wow, that is deep. Okay. I don't know why I didn't expect that level of pigment, considering the other two shades we've just tried. So I'm just going to kind of lightly work that in with the pencil brush. Do you know what? That's blended so nicely, I don't even need to go in with a fluffier brush to blend it. Also, this pencil brush is the perfect amount of density for doing this. It's got just enough kind of give to blend slightly as well. What is the sun doing, may I ask? Bank holiday weekend here in the UK, so obviously we've had like beautiful glorious weather for the past 2 weeks, and obviously it's now like cloudy and it keeps looking like it's gonna rain, and it like poured it down last night, and of course because it's bank holiday. Okay, I am, even though that is blended that beautifully, I'm gonna go in with the first brush we used. I think we're gonna take D30, which is this one here. I'm literally going to tap into this very lightly just to make sure. I love these kind of pinky tones. They're not something I wear very often these days, but they are really beautiful. And then I'm going to take the fluffy brush. We're going to go into D11. Where's it gone? Which is this one here. And I'm literally going to tap that in so lightly, and we're just going to use this to define the kind of middle of the crease. And literally I barely even touched the pan there. Madness! Beautiful. Right, okay, angled fluffy brush. We are going to take, I think we're going to take D11 again. And we're going to start building up the outer corner of the lid. Honestly, I could probably leave it like that, to be fair. We will clean these edges up, don't you worry. So I'm just going to buff that in. That shade is stunning. I definitely think if you're more like a colour lover, and you are like of a more fairer skin type, try the deep palette because it is kind of a lot more colourful. The light and the medium were very neutral. Oh, what is going on with this lighting? There we go, we're back. Yeah, the light and the medium were very neutral, but this one is definitely kind of more colourful, whilst still kind of keeping within that kind of neutral vein. Right, I am going to take a cotton pad. Gives you that sharper line, and we're just gonna you can also use something like Vaseline or like P. Louise Cup Carver. Cut that out too much then. Symmetry who? I don't know her. I'm just going to go in with D32 again. Just wiped off the fluffy brush. I'm just going to make sure that that is kind of diffused out at the edges. And it semi-matches. Is it going to match? Probably not. I'm pretty sure I've come to the conclusion not only are my eyes two different shapes, but my eyebrows are two completely different shapes. And I think that's where it all goes horribly wrong, but I'm going to be honest with you guys, don't really care. Right, okay, we are going into this, I'm so excited. Look at it. Right, okay, I think we are going to do this shade here on the lid. It's just this bottom middle one. These don't have names, which is frustrating. Okay, we're going to take this little flat brush from Poppy and Fluff. I'm not going to load up too much. I don't think these are like almost like a cream texture. Okay, these are definitely like topper shades. Let's apply it with my finger. There's not a whole lot of base pigment to them, which I don't mind, but I think if you're looking for like a full pigment shimmer, you might not love these. They're definitely more kind of that like iridescent-y topper kind of shade. There's a little bit of pigment to this one, but I feel like some of the lighter shades. I'm just going to take this like 2/3 of the way across the lid. That is beautiful though. So shiny and gorgeous. I imagine you could get a little bit more base pigment if you're going to put down like a glitter glue. And then for the inner corner, this is the bottom row furthest to the left. Or we've got the first and the second shade on the top row. So that's the first and the second shade on the top row. And the middle one is the first shade on the bottom row. I think I'm going to go with the first shade on the bottom row because that's very pink. And that kind of matches the kind of berry vibe we've got going on. So again, I'm going to take that same brush. I'm going to load this one up a little bit more, I think. No, I've not sprayed my brush. I've not got anything but the Beauty Bay eye primer on. That is very pretty. I am kind of intrigued. Okay, this is like a silicone shimmer applicator. I can't remember where this is from, I'm not gonna lie, but you can get these from pretty much any like glitter brand these days. I'm just gonna see how this applies with this. Okay. Very thickly, is the answer to that question. Okay, yeah, there's definitely... Oh, that's gone right in my eyeball. Yeah, there's definitely more pigment applied with the silicone applicator. But I also kind of liked how soft it was with a brush. I'm just going to take that shimmer brush again and just kind of make sure there's no like clumps and diffuse it into the other shade. But that is beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Right. Okay. Let's wipe my face, I guess. Because I got shimmer all over me. Okay, I'm just going to apply a touch more of that primer under the eyes since I definitely just wiped it off. We're just going to ignore the sparkles on my face. Let's face it, I've always got sparkles on my face. Right, okay, for foundation we're going to try this. This is the new Milk Makeup Hydra Grip Gel Tint. I went for shade number 3, so I'm hoping this is going to work for me. Does it look a bit dark? To be fair, my neck is darker currently than my face. Oh, actually, no, I think that's going to work. Ooh, that smells very unpleasant. Ugh. Yeah, I don't like that. Honestly, if that had been in like my drawer for a couple of months and it wasn't like brand new, I'd be like, that's off. I am all for not putting fragrance in things if it doesn't need it, but if it smells gross, I'm not against fragrance. Right, I'm going to use my Sephora Multitasker number 6 brush. Ooh, I like that. Looks really nice. Let's just get a little closer. Give you a little close up. It looks really nice. It's like a light, almost medium coverage. And it's just sitting really nicely. It looks nice and glowy. I like that. Okay. Still don't like the smell though. It's definitely dissipated though. Concealer. This is the Collection Lasting Perfection Ultra Cover Concealer. I haven't used Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer in years, but I've seen Millie talking about this. She really likes it, so I thought I would give it a go. This is 1C Rose Porcelain Cool, which looks very pink, which I love. Oh, yes, that is such a good shade for me. So often I feel with drugstore products, they're always really yellow. And I am very pink. That's probably too much. I feel like that's definitely too much for something that's called Ultra Cover. Oh god. Okay, let's do this bit on my nose first, because there's not too much there. Hello, ma'am. Hello, coverage. Okay, let's blend this out. Definitely use too much. Take some of it into my forehead. That coverage is insane. That is incredible. I mean, I used to love the Lasting Perfection concealer. I feel like I need to pick it up. I kind of want to do like a video where I try like all the stuff I used to love. Dude. Okay, I can tell why Millie loves this product. Right, I haven't got a new powder. We're just going to do a little bit of the Rimmel Lasting Finish powder foundation that's in my project pan. And we use a P. Louise's cancelled 638 brush. I don't know whether you can still get this one. It's just like an angled brush. This base looks so good. Right, okay, for my eyebrows, we're going to do Makeup by Mario Master Blade Brow Pencil in Black Brown. Honestly, the more I look at these shimmers on my eye, the more I'm like, oh, they're so pretty. Okay, and then we have a clear brow gel. Lily sent this one over because she's like a colourful brow gel girly. This is the Collection Colour Lash 3-in-1 Brow and Lash Gel, protein enriched, 3-in-1 application for long lasting hold and control. A bit like the e.l.f. one, it's got like the brush and the comb on the top. And then like a long brush applicator, we're just going to brush these brows up a little bit. Oh, okay, because this says because this says brow and lash gel, I thought it wasn't going to be the kind of that laminating brow kind of vibe, but it does seem to be quite sticky. I'm just going to use the like comb side. To brush my brows up, and then I literally just like follow them round to lie them back down. Because some of us are hairy girls and brow hairs are too long to sit up. I want to do some liquid liner. This is a new purchase for me. Again, another one that Millie loves. I promise I'm not obsessed with Millie. I'll leave her channel down below though if you too want to get some excellent budget recommendations. She's like the budget to my bougie, and I love that. Right, this is the Control Freak Precision Brush Tip Liner from MUA. This is the shade Brown. We're just going to give it a shake. I feel like I never do wing liner anymore, so I'm quite excited for this. And if I do wing liner, it tends to be like colourful, like with a waterliner. So this kind of takes me back to high school. And the collection, what was it called? 24-hour black liner pen. That is incredible. Was like £3.50. Honestly, MUA at the moment are just killing the game. Right, okay, I don't know whether this is going to match. This is one of the new Maybelline Tattoo Liner Sharpenable Gel Pencils. This is one of the duochrome ones. It's called Aurora Flip. And it's kind of like a greeny purple. But I want to use it, so we're going to use it. If you are looking for an affordable gel liner pencil for the waterline, these Maybelline ones are amazing. Okay, alright, we are going to grab back the eyeshadow palette. I'm going to use the little pencil brush and we're going to take the 28. And we're just going to run that under the lower lash line. Lovely stuff. And then we're going to take the more dense blending brush and we're going to take that D32 shade, which is the like coral. We're just going to blend that out just a touch. Nothing too kind of dramatically blended. Okay, blush. We are going to use the MUA Blushed Matte Blush Powder in Dusky Rose. This is another one that Millie sent over. She's more of an orange blush girly and I am a pink blush girly, so we are going to pull this one out. That's what she looks like. She's pretty. I'm going to use a Real Techniques blush brush. Honestly, again, MUA, just so affordable, such great quality. Like, obviously, like, the packaging is nothing incredible, but love it. Okay. And then for bronzer, everything's falling over. For bronzer, I've got the Technique Marble Bronzer in Sun Baked. I'm going to be finding tiny bits of sticky tape all over the flat. Okay, this is a shimmery bronzer. Okay, let's give this a go. That looks really nice. Blended really nicely as well. No hassle. No hassle. Right, okay, what do we need? Highlighter. I want to use one of these to highlight my face. So, in the Popping Fluff brush set, there is a little fan brush. Now, I don't normally use a fan brush for my highlighter, but I thought we'd give it a go. I think, yeah, I feel like that's a good shade. We're going to use this one here, which is the second one in on the bottom row. Just going to pop that fan brush in it. Oh, that is really pretty. Okay, if you like a glittery highlight, I think you'll like this palette a lot. If you like a glittery eye, you're going to like this palette a lot. If you like both, she's beautiful. Right, since we've got them, I do want to use one of these new With Love loose pigments. So we've got Prosecco. I don't know whether you can see these shades. This is Prosecco. I've got Pretty in Pink. And then these three are all kind of lilac-y. So we have Angel Delight. We've got Passion Fruit. And then we've got I Lilac You a Lot. Possibly, actually, Angel Delight could work. Or Pretty in Pink. Let's get these open. This is where I end up spilling pigment everywhere. Where did my tweezers go? Beely. Okay, so that one is Angel Delight. This one is Pretty in Pink. Why did I just struggle to get that off so much? Okay, this one's a bit darker, so I feel like maybe Angel Delight will be better for the inner corner. Oh my god, these are beautiful. Right, okay, let's just do a little tap into the lid of each of them. So this one is, I can't get my finger in. This one is Pretty in Pink. Ooh, I just dropped that lid on the floor, so now there's glitter everywhere. Oh dear. Okay, so we've got Pretty in Pink, and then we've got Angel Delight. I definitely think Angel Delight is the one I want to use. I'm absolutely covered in pigment right now. We're going to take from the Popping Fluff brush set this little tiny flat brush. This is going to be perfect for the inner corner, I think. I'm just going to pick up some of this pigment. I'm not going to put anything else down. So I've got no glitter glue because these are meant to be like not require glitter glue. Okay, that is beautiful. Does it require glitter glue or at least like a spray of the brush or a tacky primer to stick to? Yes, because although it's stuck beautifully to the skin, I've also got quite a lot of fallout, so yeah. I would probably say they still need something to adhere to. I've just realised I did also pick this up from Fyne. This is one of the blush duos with like a shimmery and a matte blush. This is the shade Romantic Rouge. So because we didn't use that, we'll give it a swatch. It's a bit kind of deeper Absolutely stunning though. But yeah, I picked that up as well, but obviously I forgot. I had that and put a different nude blush on. Right, okay, and then finally from Fyne, we've got these. These are the half lashes in number 2. I'm excited to try these. These look really nice. And if these are anything like the P. Louise lashes, really like those. They apply really nicely. They're really good quality. So we're just going to give these a go. Also, in my opinion, they're just much more comfortable than a full strip lash. I love a lash, but sometimes I'm just like, get them off me. Okay, let's just block down what we've got in the lips. I've got another 2 new products from, well, I've got another new product from Maybelline. These are the Lift a Glaze Oil Balms. I've got 2 shades. We've got Peach Quench, which looks like this. They are not as oily as I expected them to be. And then we've got Rose Bite. They also smell kind of minty. Okay, I think we're going to go for the peach, I think. They're definitely not kind of, I expected them to be more like a lip oil. But they definitely are kind of more like a lipstick. I've got a little bit of the Laneige glaze lip balm in strawberry on, which is just like a completely, it's pretty much completely clear, so I like the way that looks. It's a lot more glossy actually than it looks in the swatch on my hand. I feel like these might need a lip balm. I don't know whether this is going to kind of move about, but I will leave it in the description box as to whether, oh, that's popped off, as to whether these kind of move about too much. Right, okay, to finish off the look, we're going to do a bit of mascara. She's still going, unfortunately. One day this mascara will be over and I will be very pleased. So I don't mind the black band at all. And obviously, like, if you wear liner, then a black band is better. Right, let's take this out. Ooh. Okay, so this is the finished look. What do we think? I really, really like how this has turned out. I feel like 14-year-old me, this was the kind of makeup she loved. She would be gasping at this look. I'm really impressed. I don't think anything I tried was disappointing. I think my favourites were probably the Fyne Sparkly palette. This concealer is amazing. I can't wait to kind of wear test it, see how it wears. And then this also, absolutely beautiful. I love the way that looks. I can't wait to use it more and see how it kind of sits with different primers. I know I did see somebody actually say it didn't work with the Milk Hydra Grip Primer, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but yeah, so I'm intrigued to see how this kind of works with the rest, or like different primers and various things that I use kind of underneath my foundation. Let me know what you think of this look. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more from me, hit subscribe. And if you want to make sure you never miss another video, hit the bell icon and YouTube will notify you next time I post. You've been fabulous. I've been Coleoftheball and I'll see you tomorrow for another Everyday May video. Bye guys.